uh, 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 uh. Day and night, I toss and turn, I keep stressing my mind. I look for peace, but see I don't attain what I need for keeps this silly game we play. Now look at this madness, the magnet keeps attracting me. I try to run, but see I'm not that fast. I think I'm first, but surely finish last. Cause day and night, the lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone through the day and night. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night, day and night. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone, some things will never change. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night, hold the phone. The lonely Mr. Solo Dolo, he's on the move, can't seem to shake the shade. Within his dreams he sees the life he made. The pain is deep, a silent sleeper, you won't hear a peep. The girl he wants don't seem to want him to. It seems the feelings that she had her through. Cause day and night, the lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone through the day and night. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night, day and night. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone, some things will never change. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night, slow-mo. When the tempo slows up and creates that new. He seems alive though he is feeling blue. The sun is shining, man, he's super cool. The lonely nights, they fade away, he slips into his white Nikes. He smokes a and then he's on the way to free his mind and search her, to free his mind and search her, to free his mind and search her. Day and night, the lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone through the day and night. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night, day and night. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone, some things will never change. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night.
What up, family? This is your host today for today's game show called Africa versus Aboriginal. Who invented that? Brought to you by Sophia Stewart, the woman who invented the Matrix, an Aboriginal woman that invented the book of the Matrix, and they stole it and made a movie out of it, and she sued them and she won. A lot of people don't know nothing about that. That's a little knowledge from the from one of our brothers, Black Lotus, as well. So everybody look her up. Her name is Sophia Stewart. She the one who had the book, The Matrix, and also, I believe, The Terminator. I believe also. But anyway, they stole her. They stole her information, and they made a movie out of it. And the average person don't even know that. And so today we're gonna let our head down a little bit. Peace, family. We're gonna let our head down a little bit, and we're gonna loosen up a little bit. But first off, I'm gonna go in, and we also gonna need another contestant. We have Omac Jaguar. He's gonna be on the panel also, but we're gonna need another contestant. Yes, we got Ascending Maya in the building. You know Sophia Stewart. Yes, look up Sophia Stewart. This segment today is brought to you by an Aboriginal original inventor, Sophia Stewart. She is the one who invented the Matrix, that movie, The Matrix, that that is very deep, and I mean I can't really explain enough about the movie. And so everybody, yeah, go look her up. Now, anybody else want to join the panel? We need at least one more person. We're gonna try to get an African or Afrocentric or something like that in here, to see if they can go up against Omac Jaguar or Jaguar Omac, whichever one. That name is dope. Let's be real about it. So yeah. But first I'm gonna get in a little bit. And then after I get in a little bit, then what we're going to do is I'm going to break down the rules of the game. And then we're going to start the game. Now, let me get in a little bit. Now, see, a lot of people are new to the Aboriginal philosophy. A lot of people are new here. And so they don't know how far along we are. They don't really know who's who, what's what. They just, a lot of people coming from the African boot camp, radical type of, this radical kill everybody, type of camp. Some people come from the flat earthers, and peace to the flat earthers out there. They've been coming through as well, and they've been showing up, showing out. So yeah, we like that, and so we welcome them on board. And so a lot of people are new to the philosophy, new to the, what's going on. And so I'm gonna take a little bit of time to actually talk a little bit about, where we at, just in case a lot of people don't know. Now, some of the new people are very animated, and we definitely love that. Because they make the movement stronger, they make it funner, they bring the flat earth community with it, and they bring the other little stuff with it. It's groundbreaking. And so, but a lot of the stuff we have did is well thought out. Okay, a lot of the stuff we have did is well thought out, and we are now in a position where we need to fix our culture. We have just about everything we need. We talked about just about everything we need. We done talked about different types of solutions. We have our entry point. We have our exit point. We have all different types of strategies. We don't talk about them every single show, and we don't talk about them all the time, because everybody is in a different position in their life. So that's why we can't expect a person who just got out of jail to be right on board and to know exactly what's going on. We don't expect a person who just came out the African boot camp, and the hate white people boot camp and the hate everybody boot camp to jump in and know what's going on. So everybody is in a different position. And so, one thing we have to do is the people who's ready to go, and the people who's knows, oh man, I heard this 1,000 times, man, I done seen it all, I'm ready to go. Those people are the people who we're going to be separating from the rest of the people. And so we're trying to root out the people who ready to go versus the people who still not 100% ready. But what it boils down to is our culture. Because our culture can be so toxic that anything we do or any piece of land that we go to, if we take the same exact culture over to a different land or over to a different place, we're going to get the same result. So although there is a lot of positive things in our culture, we're going to have to keep those, and we're going to have to take those with us when we go. So when we build our Hong Kong and we build our Taiwan, if we bring this same hood nigga, killer nigga, everybody die today, if we bring that same attitude to our new location, we're going to get the same results. And so this is where we at now. For the new people, we are at the place where we have to figure out what we're going to keep in our culture and what we're going to leave in our culture. Even though, and I know it's kind of hard for some people, because especially the hood dudes, because the hood dudes, they feel like, nigga, if you ain't hood family, if you ain't hood, if you don't know nothing about this hood shit, then you like a different species or something. You're like an alien or something. You know what I'm saying? And so It's kind of odd, but we're at this point where we have to check our culture. What we're keeping, we're keeping. What we're leaving here, we're leaving here. And so for all the new people, this is where we're at this point of time, where we're pretty much got to figure out our culture. Now, I hope people understand that we're gonna have more of that. Now, first off, let's talk about, you know what I'm saying, let's just get some stuff out of the way first. You know, let's talk a little bit about, you know, this out of Africa theory, because this out of Africa theory, it has become a religion. It is now the big religion. It is taken over. It is about to take over Christianity. It's probably about to take over the Muslims as well, because it is a theory. But for some people, they hold this theory so high and so near dear to their heart that they cannot think of anything else. Anything else outside the theory is ridiculous. I mean, how did those bones get there? They came out of Africa. Okay, can you think of anything else? Can the aliens drop them? Could they you know, swim out of the water? I mean, could a giant carry them? And could the Golly Dream giant or Jack and the Beanstalk? I mean, can you come up with any other thing outside the outer Africa religion? Because it is clouding your mind and it's stopping your mind from growing, because you think the outer Africa religion is now the religion. For those who consider themselves an atheist, but yet cling on to a theory as if it's a religion, all you basically did is just gave up Christianity. You passed Muslims, you passed the Egypt philosophy, and you just cling on to the outer Africa thing. It's the same exact thing. So if you are an atheist, then that means you don't hold near dear to nothing. You don't cling to anything like it's a religion. And so I'm not too familiar with the, you know, and then it's this Bering Strait thing that keeps coming up. Now, I'm not too familiar with that, but you have to understand what the outer Africa theory is. You have to understand the 100% of what the outer Africa theory is. Now, the outer Africa theory is the only way that the European can say that he existed. Without this theory, he is completely wiped out of all of humanity. So he needs people in our community to push this religion. He needs people up in the high ranks to push this religion, because without it, he is non-existent. That means we don't know how he got here. Now, there's many theories from the Yakuza God or this theory. I even have my own personal theory. There's lots of theories of how, you know, the so-called European got here. But the most widespread and the most, you know, the one that's basically turned into a religion is the outer Africa theory. And so most of our people don't understand that every time they push that theory, they are validating his foot in Europe, and validating the white man's foot in Europe, and validate his foot on this earth, and validating him as a actually human being, and validating him. Now, I don't think they know this. I don't think they know this, because someone higher than them had told them this. And someone higher than them had told them this. But if you crush that theory, you have to understand you're actually wiping some people off the map. So this is also a very dangerous topic as well. But it's become a religion. And so the people who hold this religion, I'm sorry, your religion doesn't hold up to math. It doesn't hold up to our archaeology. It doesn't hold up to DNA. It doesn't hold up to the weather pattern. And it doesn't hold up to the Bering Strait. And so whatever the hell the Bering Strait, I'm new to the Bering Strait thing, so I'm no philosopher. But I just go off common man's knowledge. And so if anybody want to jump on the panel to correct me with my terms or anything, please feel free to do so. Now, yeah, we know how it is. We know how it is. But we're here to stay. No one is going to shut us up. Now, understand this, and I'm going to say this again. Understand this. Without the outer Africa theory, without it, if it doesn't exist, then what you just did is you just basically wiped a whole entire race off the map. That means they have no way to verify how they got here without that theory. So they're going to claim it's scientific theory. They're going to claim it's fact. They're going to claim it's a religion. They're going to claim everything they can. This religion is the only thing that religion, the Outer Africa religion, is the only religion that ties them to this planet, you guys. And so we are under attack, and they're going to come out, and they're going to come out hard, and they're going to come out pretty heavy. All the scholarship, all the PhDs and everybody and they've been taught this stuff. And so it's pretty much sad that, you know, there's flaws in it, and big flaws in it. And you have to understand that because this theory doesn't hold weight, and they cannot change the theory anymore, because they've been pushing it for so long and it's been unquestioned for so long, they can't really change it anymore. So they're stuck to it. So they have to cling on to it because they don't have nothing else to cling on to. And this is the saddest part about it. This is the saddest part about it, is that, you know, that they have to cling on to this religion. And so, with that being said, we're going to go back to the topic. Who invented that? And we're going to go back with the excuses. Now, first thing you have to understand, if you are new to the Aboriginal community, or new to the Aboriginal, whatever you want to call it, you might not understand everything that's going on. But I'm going to give you a little rundown of some of the things that we had claimed, and some of the things that we say is ours, and some of the things that we can prove is ours. And we're going to go with what they're doing. Now, let's start with hip hop. Now, even though that channel got taken down, and even though that video got taken down, that we already claimed hip hop for Aboriginals. We had an African on the phone. I literally called the African on the phone, a man from Togo. I think he's about 29, from Togo. And he clearly said that Africans has nothing to do with hip hop. He said hip hop, and this is multiple Africans as well. And so this video got deleted, but whatever. But those of us who've been here for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And so we also claim hip hop. So we invented hip hop, the Aboriginals. So that's one for us. Now, this is what we've been going around doing, you guys. Now, understand this exactly for the new people. We have been going around doing this for a couple months. It took them almost 2 months to even respond to us. We ran around making video after video after video, and nobody responded to us. And then they finally got an elder on, and the elder, I think his name Professor James Smalls, and he was teaching them because this information is foreign to these people. And so Professor James Smalls went on TV and said, "Yeah, we've been here for thousands of years," and he actually was teaching them. And you can hear the non-educated on this subject in the questions he was asking. What about the Aboriginals? We want to know about the Aboriginals. See, now he's doing the wordplay. Because he just said we was here for 200 years, but he wanted them to call them Aboriginals, but he still called them Africans. You see, so it's all about the wordplay with the with the professional YouTubers. But today, right now, we're gonna get this wordplay out of the game. We're gonna crush the wordplay because we love the wordplay, because it validates what we're saying. So we love they play on wordplay. So if you watch this video with Professor Smalls, he said, "Yeah, we've been here for thousands of years, 200s of thousands of years." And so he's teaching the community. He's teaching the Afrocentric community about the Aboriginal philosophy. He was the first one of the first ones who had to respond up against the Aboriginal noise that was coming out. And so from there, people began to open their eyes and see and begin to do research. So these guys are learning this stuff. But the philosophy is coming out too fast and too hard that they want to get you on wordplay. Wordplay. Pronunciation. Now this is what professional YouTubers do. You see, now scholars go after your math. They correct your math. No, your date is wrong. No, your timeline is wrong. No, your anthropology, archaeology dig is wrong. Real scholars go after the math. They're going after your words and your spelling. I can't make this up, y'all. I cannot make this up. I can't make this up. Now, some of these dudes in the Aboriginal community, they got huge claims. They got some big cojones. They got some huge claims. And these claims are so huge, I myself have trouble believing them. But the so-called scholars, they dare to challenge them. But instead, we're going to go after the wordplay. You know what? I seen the video on the consciousness one, and he said the word calibration means this, but I looked it up in the 1966 dictionary, and actually it means that. Ha! We got you. We got the Aboriginals because the word califragilisticexpialidocious had an I at the end of it, and Chief Holiday spelt it, and Dane Calloway spelt it with an A. We got you. You guys are going down. We got all of you. They try to get us on the wordplay. This is so funny because it plays right into our hands, and I'm gonna crack that open in a second. But let me keep going, family. And I believe we got who else? We got Chief Holiday in the building. Yeah, we got Chief Holiday in the building too. So let me go ahead and finish breaking this down. Now, so when it comes to hip hop, who invented hip hop? Aborigines invented hip hop. We took that over. Okay, the conversation became so big that you got even celebrities talking about it. You have tweets and stuff from Kanye West and all types of people coming out. The Aborigines have been making so much noise that it's just ridiculous. And so this is what we've been going around doing and claiming for the people who knew. So we broke it down with the who invented hip hop video. We had an African on the phone, and he clearly said that's an American thing. Africa had nothing to do with that. So we got hip hop. Second, we got the movie The Matrix as well. Third, we got the pyramids. So we went around claiming these pyramids. Oh, our pyramids are better. Our pyramids are older. Our pyramids are this. And yet, nobody said anything about it. We still ain't got a rebuttal as of today. As of today, we have the oldest pyramids. It couldn't change 2050. Yes, it can change, you guys. Yes, it can change. But as of today, we have the oldest pyramids. So we've been claiming the pyramids. We took y'all on a journey through ancient Guatemala. We took y'all, the boy Corey Mail took you all the way to Utah, and you went inside Utah and found all the biblical stuff in Utah. We took you all the way down to Kentucky. We took you to Tennessee, South Carolina, North Carolina. We took you to Peru. We took you all through Mexico and all through the ancient Mayan tribes and all through ancient Brazil. We took you through all of that. And we the only ones that did that. And at the end of the day, what do the Africans got to say? Hey, man, you know, one of the words you use, man, that goes back longer. They hit you with some wordplay. Some wordplay. Are you kidding me? We done took a whole generation all through America for the last 2-3 months or the last 3-4 months, and we done took them all through ancient Guatemala, y'all. All the ancient pyramids the size of Los Angeles. We done took you. I mean, Curry Mail just took you through Utah a couple days ago. Took you through ancient Utah. A journey. We've been taking the community on a journey to explore our land. And not know what I want to know. Nobody want to give credit. Now, I don't get any credit because they're the guys doing the research. They're the guys doing the research. They're the guys who started this culture. I'm just here to make sure they keep the culture in their hands and don't let no African slip in. And next thing you know, he own everything. Make sure no little, no Jew or whatever they call them slip in. And next thing you know, they own everything. I'm here for that part, to make sure they stay the owners of this culture, and that they stay, the makers of this culture. Now, I can't say I had too much to do with it, but, if you want to do that, that's cool. But I don't claim to be inventing. Them guys did that. And them guys single-handedly did that. And so I'm here to make sure they keep that. That's my little role. I call myself, or I claim, or whatever. You can challenge it all you want to, but whatever. So we took you through Guatemala. We took you all over America. Where they taking you? They took you all through Mesopotamia. They took you all through Egypt with the molestation culture and the weird ass demon culture, and they took you all the way through. But they skipped over the people with the plates, though. You see what I'm saying? We ain't learned none of that. What's the deal with those plates? I still don't know what the hell a plate. What Aboriginal power say, the hockey puck. I still don't know what the fuck the hockey puck for yet. Ain't nobody teaching that. Okay? So what else they took us to? They took us to Egypt, the pedophilia crew, you know what I'm saying, the demon crew. Man, that shit look creepy as hell. All them little symbols and shit, that shit don't creep y'all out, man. And I'm the only person creeped the fuck out with mans with bird faces and all types of weird shit. That shit is creepy, man. I wouldn't give a dollar or nothing like that to my damn kid. That shit look creepy. But anyway, so we took you all through ancient places. All through the work. The boys are doing the work. You know what I'm saying? Chief Holiday, Corey Mayo, Atancha just won, Dane Calloway, Omac Jaguar, the whole crew. You know what I'm saying? Even Lex Vortex in there. He got his claim on it as well, because he was taking you through, hip hop and taking you through some stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of more people a part of this culture that spawned up. You see? And so at the end of the day, we're closing in. Now we're finna close in on the out of Africa theory. Because this theory, we finna bash this theory to shreds. And this is the only thing that the Europeans have to attach themselves to Earth, you guys. I'm talking about Earth. I don't mean to go weird on you. But other than that theory, ask any of them, how did you get here? And if they say, oh, well, I don't accept that theory, can you give me something else? Man, they gonna try to shoot you, fam. They gonna go get out on you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna come bring you to the house and shit. And they gonna get you some tea, and they gonna get out on you. You see? And so this theory right here cannot survive in the new world. This theory right here, this theory of this religion cannot survive. And we have to beat it out, because they're gonna bring out a movie. I guarantee you there's gonna be a movie on this theory. I guarantee you there's gonna be a movement on this theory, because they have to defend this theory. Without this theory, they have no attachment to this planet, family. Do people understand what I'm saying? Do people understand what I'm saying? I wish I could speak Spanish so I could say it in Spanish as well, because this is very important. Without that theory, you guys, if that theory goes away, so do they. And so they put people in our community to make sure this theory holds weight and holds water. They put people in positions to teach us this theory, because this theory psychologically says the European made it through the Ice Age in Europe, so therefore Europe belongs to the white man because he endured the Ice Age. And then, but some kind of way, the Native American or the Asians walked across the Bering Strait. So I don't know how that works. Was it Asians? Was it Asians in Europe, or was it Europeans in Europe? Because if there was Europeans in Europe, shouldn't they be the ones that walk across the Bering Strait? Or was they kicking it together? Was they mingling together? Was they side by side with each other? Like how does that work? Because according to the theory that that walked across the Bering Strait, he's supposed to be a white man. Because remember the Ice Age turned him white, you guys. Remember that. And so this Asian, you know, walked across the Bering Strait. What the hell he doing there? That's where white people turn white at. What are you doing there? I'm not sure. Maybe somebody can tell me what the hell an Asian got to do with walking across the Bering Strait when that's Europe, and the Europeans made it through the Ice Age and they supposed to occupy that land. So is Europe Asians' land, or is that European land? Who get that? Who get that land? Because if the Asians walked across the Bering Strait, then that means the Asians was there first, then, right? Or is that wrong? I don't know. But it's kind of confusing. It's kind of confusing. But we're gonna have to do some research on you guys. Corey Mayo, Chief of Conscience is one. Chief Holiday. We need to get this theory out of here. Where don't. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Let me give me 1 second. So your mic don't so your mic don't mess up. So one second, I'm gonna go to another screen and we're gonna go to a commercial so I can make sure the mic, Chief Holiday mic, is okay. We're gonna go to a quick commercial, but we're waiting for the brother Omac Jaguar come in the building so we can go ahead and go through this. Now, this is one of my main points, y'all. Besides the out of Africa religion, is that now. We done been all around America. You guys done took the people all the way from Utah to Cairo, Illinois, to pyramids in Kentucky, all through Cleveland. You took the people through all over this land right here. And like I said, we claimed it. You know, we got hip hop out the way, we got basketball out the way, we got all the sports. We claim all the sports, no rebuttal. We claim all the sports and everything. And at the end of the day, their argument is wordplay. Their argument, Chief Holiday, you misspelled the word, you know, canoe. So now I guess now the Aboriginals are lying now, or some shit. Like how does that work? Do you understand what we just grabbed? Do you understand we just single-handedly took hip hop? Do you understand that we single-handedly took the pyramid theory? Do you see what we're going around the world doing? We're taking what your guys are trying to do. You guys are trying to get us on a slip up or a hiccup. Okay? So the fuck what? You misspelled the word supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. You misspelled the word canoe. It was supposed to be an E instead of a ooh. Who gives a shit? Okay? Come with some numbers. Okay? Come with some numbers, not wordplay. Oh, we jabbed you. We jabbed you, Chief. You know what I'm saying? That you know that word Aboriginal means something this and that. Oh man, we jabbed him. We daggered him. The word man, dude, listen to what I'm saying to y'all. We took hip hop, okay? It is Aboriginal now, okay? We took it. It has no attachment to Africa, okay? We took that from you, or whatever. Well, we claimed it was always ours anyway. But y'all know, y'all get it. What was going on? We took that, okay? The pyramids, we took that. We have the people in this generation exploring through ancient America. Nobody has done that yet. Curry Mayo came through and killed the game. Killed the game. And exploring through ancient America for the first time with our Aboriginal people. It's us. Now you guys explored through Africa, but you nitpick Africa though. Because we go all the way from Cairo, Illinois to Canada. We go all the way and we explore the whole entire continent. We don't cherry pick. We don't cherry pick. We just went to Utah. Ugly ass Utah. We just went to Utah the other day. We don't cherry pick. All through California, we don't cherry pick. But you guys cherry pick. Oh, Egypt. Oh, Mesopotamia. What about the Ebola areas and shit? What about the hockey puck face? What about, all that shit? Like, you guys don't explore none of that, do you? We winning. We winning. Yeah. And they know it. It hurts. I know it, y'all. It hurts, man. But just because we spelled the word canoe wrong, man, what the fuck? For real, fam? For real? For real? He changed a couple words? For real? That's all you got? So, we're going to go on a little commercial break. We're going to get the game show started. I'm going to come back and I'm going to explain the game show. And I got to fix the microphones and stuff like that. Now, excuse me with the graphics and stuff. This is all fun. This is all fun and games. This is good because we winning. And so, it feel good to be winning. It feel good to be winning. You know what I'm saying? And be on the winning side for a change. But all jokes aside, we know what we got to do. We know this our land. We don't have to sit here and brag about what's next. We know that we at the point where we have to fix our culture. We have to figure out what we're going to keep in this culture and what we're going to let the Jews have. So we have to figure that out. And this is where we're stuck at. We're stuck figuring out our culture. Now, once we get our culture, we move our culture. We can't move without fixing it. We cannot move it without it. Okay? There's going to be no movement without fixing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and go on a little quick commercial break, so we can fix the mic and we can get set up for the game show, you guys. And then I'm gonna explain how the show works. And also, I want to say, listen, when you've been around for more than 100 years, okay. Now keep this in mind. These people been around for more than 100 years. The Afrocentric philosophy and the Afrocentric, whatever you want to call it, been around for more than 100 years. Okay? More than 100 years. And they have yet to give us a multi-million-dollar corporation with our people's best interests. Okay? Now, that's not to say they haven't give us nothing, but they have not give us what we need at this day and age. And so we have yet to pop that off. And the Aboriginal community is going to be the first people that pops off a multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar corporation that actually has the people's best interests. Okay? That has the people's best interests. Now, they got the Fortune 500. They got companies all through Asia, all through Africa, all through America. They got all types of companies that have their people's best interests. And we don't have not one company that has our people best interests. And we're talking about $1 million company. We're not saying it's owned by us, because that's one thing to say, oh, there's a black man in fucking, Paducah, Kentucky, and he owns a fucking, a fucking pet farm or some shit. We're not talking about owning. We're talking about literally have our best interests. There's a big difference. So we're gonna go ahead and go on a commercial break. We're gonna have Omac, we're gonna have Jaguar Omac in the building. We're gonna have Chief Holiday in the building, and we're gonna get this game show rolling, you guys. This is gonna be tight. Excuse me for the mess ups, for the hiccup. This is new to me. This is fun to me. So just bear with me, you guys. So let me go ahead and let's go to this little quick commercial break while I set everything up. Peace.
The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. But when you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters. The very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy.
Testing, testing. Testing, testing. There we go. So we have sound. So yeah, so we got Chief Holiday in the building. He's going to be ready in a couple minutes. So what I'm going to do is we got to also wait for Jaguar Omac, and also I'm going to explain the rules of the game. Now, if anybody in the audience, let me see if I can get somebody in the audience real quick to come in. If anybody want to come in, anybody want to come in? Any Africans or Afrocentrics, or anybody want to come in and challenge? No, we're gonna have some fun, so let's not be serious, okay? Let's have some fun. So I know there's a couple seconds delay. Let me make sure my sound even is working on this thing. Okay, let's have some fun. Yeah. So how everybody doing out there? We got Copper Thompson's one out there. We got Seeking the Truth out there. We got Ashley D out there. Who else we got out there? We got Ron Redbird out there. We got Nonetheless out there, came through yesterday. We got Joe 47. We got Ghost in the house. Keep it real. Who else we got out there? Yeah, so we got them standing. We got them on guard with the badges. Those are the police. Those are the I'm stupid. Okay, now let's get into the rules of the game, everybody. Let's get into the rules of the game. Now, some stuff is gonna be pretty easy to figure out. Some stuff is gonna be difficult. So keep in mind these courses is gonna be difficult and they're gonna be tricky at some point. But majority of the game is gonna be pretty simple and pretty easy. Now, some of the stuff that I come up with, I myself don't know. So I'm also doing some learning. So the game show is for people to also learn and to also do their own research. Now, this is brought to you by the lovely Aboriginal Sophia Stewart. This is the woman who actually wrote the book on the Matrix. And she's an Aboriginal woman as well. And so they took her book and they made a movie out of her book. And she sued them, guys, and she actually won in court, but not after they made $1 million. So we also know inventions and inventors can be very tricky, because on the records they don't care who invented it, they just care who's the first person who claimed it. So the only thing they really invented, the best thing they ever invented, was the patent office, because now they can look at you and they can hear you. And they can go invent what you say and go to the patent office, But now it's time to not complain. Now it's time for us to take our inventions with us. So when we go to our land, our kids know who invented what, where what come from, not what they say. Not what the Outer Africa theory or the Outer Africa religion people say, but what we say and the proof that we have. So the game show is breaked up to actually learn. So people going to actually learn some stuff as well. So that's pretty cool right there. That's pretty cool. Now, this is how the game show works. Is that we will have an invention on the screen. As you can see the screen right here behind me. We will have an invention. And so we're going to ask the contestants who invented it. An Aboriginal or an African. Now, keep that in mind, that when we say on this game show, when we say African, that includes Europe, Asia, and Africa. That includes that whole entire landmass over there. And when we say American, this includes the whole North America from Canada all the way down. Now, in this, so it might be a little tricky for people to understand, because if it come across a European inventor and he invented it in so-called Europe, then that count as an African. Okay? If there's an Asian that invents something, that would count as an African. But anybody over here in North America, if we invented it, that's an Aboriginal. Okay? Aboriginal. So it's a little tricky. Just know to the rules. Now, when you make your claim, who invented it? If you want a little time to research to back up your claim, you can do that. Otherwise, we can go to the judge. The judge is the name of the judge is called What They Say. What They Say. We have Google Home here. It's Google Home. And so Google Home represents the common man's knowledge. Unless you know exactly what you're looking for, Google is always going to give you the common man's knowledge on all your information. Unless you know exactly what you're looking for, then they will go deep depending on what you're searching. And so we have Google Home here, and Google will be the referee. So you can even go by Google, or if you want to challenge Google, then what you have to do is you're going to have to show your research, or you're going to have to figure out some kind of way to manipulate Google to say what you wanted to say to get your side. So somebody give me an invention in the chat room. Somebody give me something, and we're going to ask Google who invented it. Somebody give me something. What you got? What you got? What you got there in the chat room? What you got? We got CC Craig in the building. Peace, family. Yeah, I got the Jeopardy music queued up already. Good idea. I'm on it, fam. We think alike. You know what I'm saying? We're touching. We're touching. Who invented slavery? Who invented slavery? So we got a question that we're gonna ask Google. Who invented slavery? And so Google is called What They Say. So if we come to a tie, or we come to a conclusion, or if someone didn't accept the answer, we're gonna go to the judge, Google. So we're gonna say, let's go to what they say. So what they say is the common man's knowledge. So, okay, Google, who invented slavery?
According to Wikipedia, historians are undecided if the legal practice of slavery began there, since at least some of them had the status of indentured servant. Alden T. Vaughn says most agree that both Negro slaves and indentured servants existed by 1640.
So, 1640. So that's what they say. So if anybody want to challenge what they say, that would be Africans invented it, because it came from Europe. It came from Europe. Europe is considered Africa here. So it came from Europe. So the Africans invented slavery according to what they say. Now, if anybody want to challenge what they say, what you need to do is you need to ask Google the correct question, or you're gonna have to do a couple research. Now, it is gonna be very difficult for me to try to help you do research, but I could try to pull it out because I got a lot of things going. I got clocks and cameras and all types of things going. So please try to help me on that. So there will be a couple seconds. to think of your answer. There will be exactly about 30 seconds for you to get your answer. Now, once we come back with your answer, then we go. And if anybody, like I say, if anybody got any conclusions or anything they want to prove, we can go with what they say. And you can either take what they say, or you can disprove what they say. So this is how the game show is structured up. Now, let's go ahead and get into another commercial, because now we got to get the contestants. So also your boy Chief Holiday want to come in as well. So Chief, you out there, family? You ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
peace, Ty Data.
Peace, family.
Old Mac. How you guys doing? Yeah,
you already know, man. Hanging in there.
That's what's up. Peace to all American Aborigines. The troopers in the building. Sheesh, man. Y'all been seeing the work, man. Definitely appreciate all the brothers coming through. Stop, boy. Last few days. Definitely appreciate that, man. Lending y'all energy and stuff, man. I definitely appreciate that. Shout out to Ty Data, the sideboard, putting in that work, man. Those graphics, bro. That's dope, man. Hey. Yeah, but I just want to kind of address a few things I was seeing, as usual. We got to wake up to more fuckery when it comes to these guys being disadvantaged when it comes to, scholarship. you're just looking past the whole everything that we're saying. Like, you know, we can't there's no argument no more. You can go find books that have from 1787 or whatever that has the word African American in it, but that doesn't classify us as all African American. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you read the passage to see exactly what they were saying in the thing to prove to us what they were saying? Garfield. Y'all see how that work? These guys are trying to go out their way to find anything to prove that they cooking them came up with fake votes. That's all it is. That's fine.
Yeah. It's crazy, ain't it? It's fun though. But we'll see if we can squeeze as much as fun as we can out of it before it get too boring, you know. But yeah, that's pretty interesting, huh? The Aboriginals are lying. I found you. I found the proof.
I mean, but
it's just wordplay
though. Like, anyway, even if that was a thing, you know what I'm saying, which is not, I don't even understand what they were talking about.
Me neither.
That's one person. Classify everybody. Are we gonna, when Wuja was plagiarizing Garfield, we didn't blame you for that. So hush, man, this is just retarded.
So what is the claim? Because nobody really talked about those pyramids after one of our brothers clearly lied. Nobody really talk about that anymore. So what is the claim? What are they claiming? I don't even get the claim. Like, what are they saying? Can you explain that to me?
I mean, I don't understand it either, man. I really don't. I don't understand it because we all have a consensus that it was chocolate people all over the planet, right? And we also have a consensus, dummies, when we know that it was no mixed or white people during the time period of the so-called Ice Age. That's just, I'm not gonna even argue that no more. Anybody that says anything about the Ice Age of Barron Carlson, I know that you're dumb. For real. Anybody, I don't give a fuck who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's time out for that, for teaching dumb shit.
Right.
So if you're Aboriginal, you're still talking about some out of Africa stuff mixed in. What you're talking about, we're not Africans. Nobody's African. No ancient people are Africans. And how do you have ancient people that's already here doing Pliocene eras, doing paleo area, as well as archaic eras? And those people mix with modern people to create us. Are y'all really serious, really? Or to create so-called Native Americans? And then all y'all got is some DNA that's fake. That's why I don't deign or nobody, just across the board. DNA is fake. It has a disclaimer. It should be used for entertainment purposes only, not nothing else.
So basically,
not even education.
So basically, this is what I'm thinking. They're saying they're trying to say that, you know, someone said that the word African American didn't exist. So I'm not sure who said that, because we're all different and we all have different things. But for some reason, they think we are a religious group. So they think that because one person says it, they think we all believe it. So I'm not sure who said that, but I'm guessing someone must have said that the word African American didn't exist until this date. And so I'm guessing they're supposed to be proving that a lie. So just because they proved that was a lie, that means Aboriginals doesn't exist. Is that what they're saying? Because that still doesn't negate the fact that the pyramids, that still doesn't negate ancient Guatemala, that still doesn't affect ancient Utah. Utah, the ugliest damn state in the whole. Who would know? They just had to name that ugly as hell. One of the most ancient biblical states we have got the ugliest name, Utah. I mean Oklahoma pretty ugly too, but I mean Utah is just ugh. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. Like, is that the claim? Is that what we're doing now? We're trying to correct spelling now? Is that help me. Somebody help me, man. This shit is just too funny, man. This shit is just too funny.
So check it out, though. They top scholar, Uncle King, right? Shout out to Unc. That's my guy. Actually like this.
These niggas corrected spelling.
He was reading something one time, right? But he was trying to go at name. He just sort it out.
Hey, family, your wind's blowing too hard. Your wind's blowing too hard.
I hope they're not talking about that. Like, stop it, y'all.
It's still blowing.
I remember one time I was on this show.
Family, your wind's blowing too hard.
AutoZone, right? He was trying to say AutoZone, right? But he said AutoZone. So I was like, I don't know what AutoZone is or whatever. Then he tried to say, I got you. You don't know what admixture is. All you had to say was admixture in the first place. You was trying to discredit me and discredit what we were saying. But the fact remains is even the admixture DNA test even less accurate than the goddamn mitochondria or your dad's DNA, the Y DNA. Y'all see how, the test? Y'all see how that worked? So we couldn't even get into that because he was, I got him right there. He didn't know what autosomal is. AutoZone is. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you didn't spell it right. You didn't say it right. So yeah, I just think it's weird, man. I'm tired of all that. I don't care about none of this. I'm not even on none of that no more. I don't care what they're talking about. We know it was. I don't care about haplogroups. I don't care about anything. Y'all feel what I'm saying? I don't care about nothing. Well, I'm good on that right now. At this point right now, we understand that all that shit is fake. And you know, listen, check it. They're literally saying they're making up fake people like Neanderthals and all these homo people and all this other shit. So you know what I'm saying? So it's just real goofy shit that don't make sense because we have to prove everything we say out of our mouth, right? Which we do. But they don't. Never do.
They don't. They want to get you on some wordplay. So
I think that's the problem.
Hey, we got Omac Jaguar in the building. You in the building?
Huh? What'd you say?
Omac Jaguar in the building?
Yeah, I'm in the building, man. Y'all already know.
Hey, Omac Jaguar, can you spell the word canoe backwards?
You broke up. You broke up, Ty.
I said, can you spell the word canoe backwards?
Can I spell the word canoe backwards?
Yeah.
E-O-N.
I'm just joking, fam. I'm just joking, fam. Because if you can't do it, guess what? Aboriginals are fake, man. You guys are lying to the people. Because you can't spell the word canoe and shit. Like, these motherfuckers just trying to get you on some wordplay, fam. You see what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Nigga, you're lying. This shit is funny, fam. And they swear to God with this Macho Man Reggie Savage. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They swear to God they doing scholarship. Man, attack those pyramids, man. I want to see those pyramids attacked. I want to see those pyramids thrown out the window. Okay, you gotta attack some big shit. Get some big shit out the way, man. Why you gonna get us on some misspelled words, man? A character flaw and he put an exclamation point instead of a question mark. And like, what's the deal? How does shit work? But y'all ready, fam? Y'all ready? I got the first thing coming up. Y'all ready to go ahead and do it? Omac, you want to go ahead and get in for a second?
Oh yeah, man. You know, it's you know, we keeping it vibing, man. This would be something for the people to really, you know, join into, man. We want some involvement from the chat. So, you know, since we don't have anybody up here to just join, because we ain't doing this to like beat up on nobody, man. We just really just trying to kick some information to keep us high vibing, man. So.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, we went a whole 24 hours with nothing but high vibes. That's something rare in our community, especially when you watch the news. Nobody died, you know what I'm saying? Nobody got disrespected. It was a whole 24 hours of nothing but positive energy. People was in the chat room vibing with each other. You know what I'm saying? It was a, you know, couple of, you know, missed comments and stuff like that. That's it. For 24 hours, and we did that ourselves, independently of anybody else's influence, and we did that. And we're going to have more of that, you guys. We're going to have more of that. So there was 24 hours. No FBI, no coons, no they coming to get us, no scary shit like the people around the corner, none of that. Just 24 hours of knowledge and us vibing, all different types, and it was lovely. It was groundbreaking. So
absolutely.
You guys want to go in a little more before we get started? So first off, somebody need to be the hockey puck face. Somebody need to be the African. So somebody need to be the African. Who gonna be the African? I know that's gonna be kind of hard.
Oh yeah, I don't think nobody want to be in Africa.
Everybody gonna be that African. It's cool. It's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with our African brothers and sisters. We still like African brothers and sisters regardless. You know, we you know, there's some connection with us, cousins, kin, whatever it may be. We still have connection to them. But because we are in such a, you know, a high, you know, intellectual environment with them, that it is against the tribal rules to say you're an African at this point. But we know deep down inside, we know those are brothers and sisters as well, and we're going to be happily go over there and work with them, and you know, be able to, you know, drive their cars that they have in over there, because they are getting more advanced over there as well, and if they keep that up, they will be surpassed in Japan, if they keep that up. And so we definitely going to have to work with them. But for this day, but today, there's no Africans in the building. Sorry. So y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Yep.
So okay. So now the first thing we're gonna go is, who invented the calendar? We're gonna go with the calendar. Now you guys, now we're gonna fade over because we got 30 seconds. We got 30 seconds for you guys to get your answers together, and then we're gonna come back. Is it Aboriginal or is it African? Who invented the calendar? So give us 1 second, and we're gonna come back and talk amongst each other. So here we go.
Yep. Hey, this is kind of everything is Aboriginal first to America first. How about that?
So now we back. So everybody got the answers. Now this is what we're going to be this is what we're going to be debating, is the calendar. The calendar. And so what we're going to say is, who invented that? Who invented that? So, anybody want to give their first answers? Who invented that? Who invented the calendar? An African, the African, or the Aboriginal? We're gonna go with brother Jaguar Omac. You wanna weigh in on this?
Yeah, man. As far as my understanding, man, you know, the calendar system, you know, it's kind of a hard one, because anybody can pretty much make their own calendars. They even have found family calendar. You know, certain tribes that, you know, had their own counting systems. People had different counting systems over time, man. You had 260-day cycles. I seen 300-day cycles. I done seen 200-day cycles. It just kind of depends on, you know, what exactly on the overall, you know, base you want to look at. But now, calendars, as far as in America, on the Aboriginal standpoint, are known to exist at least 600 years before Christ, which is BC, and throughout the Americas, they always have found calendar systems, different forms, you know, stones, medicine wheels, you talking about on animal skin, animal hide, you know. It was they even used corn for certain in certain tribes as a way of a counting down calendar system or whatever. So I got 600 BC. I I don't think anybody can pretty much top that.
So you got 2600 BC for the Aboriginals?
No, 600.
Oh, 600 BC.
At least 600.
At least 600 BC Aboriginal.
That they can document for seeing calendars, you know, and those, you know, dating those times as far as what the calendar going back to. Because like I say, they still have codexes that are calendars too, that we just don't know how to decipher because we use the numbers. See, a lot of calendars we use just only by pictures, you know, with symbols. So, you know, numbers was not always around. So we got to look at even what they don't know as calendars to be, you know, to consider what is, you know, what they consider a calendar. Because we got plenty of codexes that show you pretty much equilibrium, celestial alignments, or just, you know, certain rotation of symbols that you can tell represent, you know, whether it's a water, an animal, plant, you know, it always has almost every system of life on these codexes. And one day maybe we can show a lot more codexes, man, so y'all can see what I'm talking about. But yeah.
So,
dope.
Chief?
Well, here's the thing, right? They found a 14 billion year old calendar in the Americas. Okay?
Whoa.
And when we talk about the Egyptian calendar, well, the Mayan calendar predates the Egyptian calendar. Okay? So I'm going to tell y'all this again. Out of America is looking more like more facts than theories.
Mm-hmm.
You niggas believe Atlantis and bumblebees and monkey people and all this other dumb shit because you believe your ancestors built all this shit in America, man. Listen, do y'all know how much manpower, how much food had to be consumed to build all this shit in America? How many pyramids do they have in Giza?
Is it like 4? That we know of. That's the that we know of.
Hundreds of thousands of pyramids. And then we're not even going to talk about the mounds, but here's the thing, right? When we talk about mounds in America, right? A lot of these pyramids you see have been built over twice. So you have a mound structure, then you have stones on top of that, then you have stones on top of that. Like the newer generation will come in and build on top of it, but it still was a original population that built it. We're saying that's us, and these dummies are the same people that say, "Oh yeah, we know black people already here." Okay, well we're not arguing this no more. Now let's just talk about how do we classify ourselves to get power in this goddamn country, dummies. You're not getting power by calling yourself a Khan or calling yourself African. You're not getting no goddamn power by doing that. You're another immigrant that's coming in this fucking country that's getting in the back of the line. We should be in the front of the line. First Americans. I like that, y'all. Let's start saying that. Because these dummies don't understand Aboriginal Americans. They think we Australians and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's dumb. That's dumb, and we have to explain that so much. That Aboriginal means first. And that's crazy. Thank you.
Okay,
y'all follow, like, so most of these arguments are dumb, and it just seems to me that Garfield and them is being disingenuous because they're not that dumb. They're smart. They read a lot of books, and they know that the shit that they're saying is dumb.
Yeah.
You're arguing about dumb shit, about word plays and all this stuff. We're not playing that. First Americans. How about that? Put a 1 before American. Shit.
Okay, so we have one contestant was inconclusive, and can you state your math? Can you state your date? Because math is very important, you guys. So understand that. So we can talk all the philosophy we want, and we can say this, but when it comes to the math, you know what I'm saying, you be held accountable for your math. So can you give out your math one more time on that date?
14 billion. Billion with a B.
Oh my God! All right.
Billion.
Oh.
How about that?
So don't take his word. Go check that out.
Hey.
Go check that out.
I don't really care if they don't. Look. A nigga tell you something that's a million years ago. He don't know. These people said they found a calendar that goes back 14 billion years in America. Let's talk about that.
So do you
found
guys...
hammers, lava that goes back 400 million years. How about that?
Okay, so that was new to me. Now I'm gonna have to check that out. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to believe you until somebody proves you wrong. That's what I'm going to do. I don't have time to check that out. I'm sorry. I'm just going to go with that. I'm not going to tell anybody that, but I'm just going to keep that to myself until somebody come along and prove you wrong. I'm just going to, but one day I might just say, you know what, I'm going to check this out. I might be at a Jiffy Lube or something, get my car changed or something, and say, doctor's office or something, got some spare time, and I'm going to check it out. But until then, wow, that is a huge claim. But yet, out of that whole sentence, I'm going to get you on the word you said. It was mispronunciated. The word is vertigious. You mispronunciated that, so therefore your claim is dismissed. Where they come up with this shit, man? I swear to God, these motherfuckers give you a wordplay rally. So, do anybody want to go to see what they say, or we just want to move on to the next one? Anybody want to see what they say? That will be go to the Google, or you guys want to move on?
Yeah, we can move on, man.
So we're gonna,
because it's all good.
So we're gonna move on. Here we go, you guys. We're gonna move on. So we want everybody to definitely check that out. And while we move on and get our stuff together, we're gonna come up with another invention. What we got? We're gonna get something kind of easy, and we're gonna get the information. So what we're gonna do? The next question is, who invented the car? We're just gonna go with the car. Who invented the car? Now you guys got 30 seconds to think about your answer. We're gonna fade over. So this question is, who invented the car?
Mic check.
Standard text and data rates applied. Real liquid.
Mic check. Y'all there? What happened? Oh, my bad.
Okay. Okay, everybody.
I can't see the chat room. How they feel about that 14 billion year old calendar?
Yeah, I can't see it either. We're gonna have to run back. We're gonna have to run that back. Probably when we do the replay, because I can't see it either. I got a lot of stuff going on. So
Okay, y'all. Huh?
Here we go. So here we go, you guys. Hopefully the sound's still working. Everything is okay. I'm going to get myself back on the screen, and then we're gonna deal with that. We're probably not going to do this for too longer, because it's I'm doing a lot of things, and so chances are there's going to be a lot of mistakes. So now, who invented the car? The automobile. Can anybody give me? Huh? What was that? Africans did it? Oh. This is going to be a tough one, you guys. So who want to go first? Who invented the automobile? Let's go.
Are we saying the wheel or just
the automobile? The car. The car.
Okay. I mean, once again,
is it an African or Aboriginal? Who invented that?
We did. Aborigines. And Henry Ford stole it from us. How about that?
So we have one claim, say the Aborigines invented the car. Brother Jaguar.
Yeah, man. I'm from my knowledge, man. Henry Ford made a replica of a hemp carve that he found from a Aboriginal invention, man. I can't remember. I'm trying to find the guy's name now as we speak, but
Yes, yes,
it was
please.
an Aboriginal who actually made a car out of hemp material, and it was ran off hemp oil.
Whoa.
And Henry Ford actually took that and credited himself to make the first car out of hemp. But of course, they don't even keep that in cycle because of the oil distribution. Supposedly, Rockefeller reached out to him and told him, "Yo, we can't have these cars going if we're gonna sell this oil." So that's why you don't see cars ran off hemp or made out of hemp. Which they probably do still make cars out of hemp. They still make clothes out of hemp that are indestructible. Hemp ropes, hemp tables, chairs, all kind of stuff, man. So yeah, that's what I got on that, man. So if anything, I haven't heard or seen anybody invent a car in Africa. So to my knowledge, I would have to go with Aboriginal.
Wow. So that's both Aborigines. So Aborigines definitely won it on this time. Now, but this is the thing, because we're learning here. Now, can we get some math and can we get some names from anyone? Can we get some dates and some names? Some clues of where to go find this information, if not the actual source?
1941. If you look up Henry Ford in 1941, it'll tell you how he basically it'll tell you that he found an industrialist who was making those cars, but they don't. You got to look deep to get the name of the brother, man. I can't think of the name, but if you look up Henry Ford, 1941 is when he created the hemp car, and just try to dig deep more about it, man, so you can see where he got his references from.
Wow. There you go, you guys. There you go. That's pretty deep stuff. Anybody want to go in a little more on that while I work my magic? Anybody?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, just the thing is, man, when we're talking about, I mean, bro, it's just overwhelmingly, it's too much overwhelming evidence that all the things, inventions that the rest of the world is using, you know what I'm saying, and driving off of, from electricity to the telephone to the car. I just don't know what else to say, y'all. You know what I'm saying? NASA, to whatever you can think of, the rest of the world needs to thank the Aboriginal man. Period.
That's right, man. And just like we were saying, I mean, as far as like even with the car itself, man, we got dates on hydraulics also being used from at least 600 years BC. We got where the hydraulics was actually used for washing machines, stuff like that. Of course, mechanical operation. You know what I'm saying? So machinery and electrical, all that electroplating, that all we was doing that, thousands of years before anybody contacted us. That's what I'm getting.
Okay, y'all. So y'all look up this knowledge. Y'all look up this knowledge. This is better than church right now. This is better than church. So now we got another one. The another one is, who invented the shoe? The shoe, you guys. We're talking about the shoe. Now this is a big one right here, because I don't know this, so I'm very interested to see what's the deal with it, or how this is gonna work. So we're gonna fade over to another screen. Now they can still hear us on the other screen, but it's a little screen to give people attention and let them know what we're about to talk about, and also it gives you enough time to get together your thoughts. So we're gonna fade over to this other screen, And then when we come back, we're going to talk about who invented the shoes. Okay. We back. Now this is gonna be a good one, y'all. Sorry I can't see the chat room, but I would love to see what they're talking about in the chat room right now. I know they going crazy. But so anybody care to crack this open? Who invented the shoes? Can we give this to Africa, or can we give this to indigenous? The shoe. Or you want to go to what they say? We can go to what they say.
Okay, we'll go to what they say, and then we're gonna correct them.
Yeah, we'll correct it up.
Okay, so we're going to what they say. This is what they say. Okay, Google, who invented the shoes?
Jan Matzeliger. Here's a summary from the website biography.com. Jan Matzeliger was born in Paramaribo in 1852. Matzeliger settled in the United States in 1873. In 1883, he patented a shoe-lasting machine that increased the availability of shoes and decreased the price of footwear.
It's looking pretty good for Africa right now. So they say some pedophile in some European country invented a shoe machine and sailed to America with it. That's what they're claiming. So anybody got any information? You don't know?
Yeah, man. Yeah. From you know from the knowledge I done received from the great books that I got, man. One of the books, American Contributions to the World Encyclopedia, dating back 15,000 years of inventions. A lot of things that we going off of are European discoveries. So some of the things that they discover are pre-contact, which means they already had it before they got there. You know what I'm saying? And they can't tell how long or how old they've been having these items. And shoes are one of them, which are considered to our people to be moccasins. And moccasins were always pretty much seen by any foreigner on our people, whether it's moccasins, the snowshoe, they call it something like kuzini, something like that. Those are like our first form of footwear that we can vouch for. And like I say, this is something that you pretty much, you have to their discoveries, and it simply tells you that it's pre-contact. And a lot of the books and articles that I've read about our people wearing shoes. So I'm gonna go with Aboriginal.
Okay, you guys heard that. So
well,
go ahead, family. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. Well, they found, shout out to Michael Cremore, Forbidden Archaeology, where they have 300 million year old footprints with leather bottom shoes. I just wanted people to know that I didn't find them. This is what they're saying. They didn't find bones, but they did find footprints that go back 300 million years in America that have shoe bottoms, leather shoe bottoms. Yeah, I don't know how they got that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can vouch for that. I seen that article. I think it's even on YouTube. If you type in I think it's even 500 million. I think it's 500 million year old footprint with ancient species bug attached to it. Like the bug is actually species that's supposed to be so old, even dating to the type of sediment that they found, but they dating it to be 500 million years ago. A shoe print in a rock.
A shoe print in the rock. Wow.
Found in Canada.
So the math on that is 500 million years. Am I correct?
Right.
Oh my God. What's the deal with America, man? Man, somebody really needs to do some serious research with this place. Because these claims, you guys, now these claims are huge. Okay, now I can understand if they had some little tit for tat wordplay, some little iffy stuff. These guys are making huge claims. These are some big claims, you guys. So whatever the case may be, at some point we need to do some real serious research on this place we call America. Regardless if you're African, regardless of whatever you call yourself, somebody needs to do some research on this place we're living in. And it's just so happened we are the only ones doing it. And we're going to continue to do it. And we're going to continue to get huge claims. So we have math. Do we have a name? Do we have a name with that? On this claim.
Talking about the shoe?
Yeah, the shoe claim.
Like I say, they should be able to just type it up, man. It's a nice. I think the video.
What's the man's name? What's his name? Who's making this claim?
I don't know.
We looking bad right now.
No.
I mean, we throwing it out there.
Look at Michael Coolmore.
What's his name?
Michael Coolmore.
Michael Coolmore. Is the archaeologists that? Go ahead, say the name one more time, family.
Forbidden archaeology, right?
Forbidden archaeology. Type that in YouTube. Michael Coolmore. He's an archaeologist that's making this claim. And this is a huge claim. And so, yeah, there you go. You got your math and you got your name. Next, we're going to do a couple more. This one right here is going to be pretty fun. We're going to go with the drums. We're going to go with the drums. Who invented the drums? That's the beats. The drums. Now, this is very cool. Should we give this to the Africans? Or are we going to go to the Aboriginals? This is a very big claim. So we're going to go. So we're going to fade over to our next screen. And then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about it. Keep in mind, we need math and we need names. Those are the two things and the two claims. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. We getting it in, you guys. Now, who invented the drums? Anybody?
Yeah, man. Once again, from the bibliography and the scholarship that I received, another pre-contact study. The drums. Or like I say, man, when they say pre-contact, it's pretty much, it's just they know it outdates anything that they can prove to date it with. So we talking again, even with the type of drums, double footed, double split, big drums, you know what I'm saying? It's all type of drums that our people use in different styles, different ways. So, of course, we know that Africa is known for drumming, but I mean, musical instruments in itself is they date it as pre-contact. You know, they can't date it, so that's the best I can give you. And I'm going with, of course, my family, Aboriginal.
Okay, Chief. You want to weigh in on this one?
Huh?
You want to weigh in on this one?
I didn't catch it, man. I've been gone for a minute. What I missed?
Drums. We're doing drums. Who invented the drums?
I'm sure he already told y'all about the drums. The oldest drums been found in Peru, so we don't even got to talk about that.
He didn't give us no names.
Musical writings have been found like in North Dakota somewhere in Northern America. So have several seats.
So you got the math.
Yeah.
What's the math on that? What's the math on these drums?
I don't have it in front of me right now, y'all. All this off the top of my head, y'all.
Okay, well, can we have a name? Who made this claim?
Well, just I don't know. This is a claim we make.
I got it's also in the American Indian Contribution to the World by the author. I give it to you, man.
Okay, Chief, let me have you mute your mic real quick so we can get this information. Justin, some new information from Jaguar Omac. What we got?
Yeah, in Peru, man, 1,000. They going. Hold up for a sec. Let me get to it. My bad. They got pre-contact, like I was saying, man, but they accounting it for like 7,000 BC in Peru.
Whoa, my God, you guys got some math on America. You say 7,000 BC?
Yep.
And who's making the claim?
This is from the claim. I'm gonna give you a few sources, man.
Okay.
Indians of North America by Harold E. Driver, University of Chicago, which is on a press account, which is an article, 1969. Then we got the Seal, which is the Sioux, Norman, University of Oklahoma Press, which also stated the same thing in 1964 by Royal B. Hazarick. And then we got the Ancient Civilizations of Peru, revised edition, New York Penguin Books, 1988, which is the publishing company by J. Alden Mason.
There you go. You got your math and you got your source. Now, the reason why that is very important is because our Afrocentric brothers are scared. They don't want to attack the people who actually make the claims. They are attacking us for regurgitating the claim or for picking out the claim. But what they need to do is they need to find out who is making these claims that these Aboriginals are claiming, and then they need to make a claim and have someone else who make a disclaim or disprove the claim. Cause trying to correct someone's spelling or someone's grammar, it's not gonna get you. It's not gonna get you anywhere. I'm sorry. That's a good play. It's tired, man. You guys give it up, fam. Tell your master teachers to get some new talent, to get some new people, man. You gotta get a new group of guys. You know, these guys ain't cutting it, man. Get them out the way. Let some new fiery, some young cats come in that we can, that we can mess with. It ain't working. You see what I'm saying? So we are not the ones that's making these claims. What we are doing, and what these guys are doing, what they're doing is they're going around reading books. They're going around reading books, and they're taking these claims from the guys who's making these claims, and they'll go to the internet and they say, hey man, I found this claim and this is what I believe because I haven't seen nobody else disprove this claim. But what these guys are trying to do, they're trying to slip you up on wordplay and misspelling. It's not going to cut it, dude. You're outdated, man. That shit is outdated. You could try that shit on the Moors or the Hebrews. That shit ain't going to work here. It's not going to work here. You know what I'm saying? That shit,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, we gonna... You want to go in on that a little bit? Anybody want to go in on that, man? Because we you know...
It's actually all bad for him, man.
It's looking bad for you.
For real.
And it's getting boring too, cause it's not that challenge, man. I mean, it's a little offensive every now and then when people say some offensive shit. Cool, they're good at offending you. They can get you offended. But man, that shit, you could only get offended so many times for it's like, man, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Come with some real stuff. Don't come with no tit for tat wordplay. These are big claims. Dude said 5 billion years old on a what was that? 5 billion years old? What was that? What was that?
14 billion.
14 billion or something? What was that?
Old calendar.
A calendar. Those are huge claims. Attack that. But yeah, so that's, I mean, according to the sources we have. Anybody want to check out what they say?
I mean, at this point right now, though, right? Let me explain something to people, right? It don't really even matter once we start getting way back then, right? If you say, oh yeah, that was y'all back then, right? It don't really matter. Right now, what matters is more modern times, these more modern terminologies, and how can we attach ourselves to power? So we're not gonna argue with y'all about dumb shit like being Aboriginal or whatever. Remember, first Americans. That means we're the first ones here, the first one to be called Americans. That's us. So, you know, and you can just pull that out and you can prove that to anybody, and then they'll start arguing about copperism and Aborigine and all that stuff. And that's on them. You don't have to do that. You just got to be able to identify yourself and start linking up with people and start building. If we build something under the terminology Aborigine or what we're saying, we'll, you know, stand on our ancestors' shoulders. Ain't nobody do that. So that's all I'm trying to build, man. Ooh. To the tribe.
So, anybody? That's it. So you go ahead and go in for a second, man. While anybody in the chat room wanna find out who invented what? Cause we already know we did hip hop, all the major stuff. We did hip hop. We took you through Utah. We took you through Cairo, Illinois. We even had a 3D. We even had a Google Earth 3D on the snake mounds. We took you to the snake mounds a couple weeks ago. What else we took them to, fam? Where we be taking them on? We took you through the snake mounds. We took you all through all through Mexico. So we've been taking you to Mexico. Yeah, we've been taking people on some journey, man, in this land. And so you can take us through the couple spots you like in Africa if you want to. Those couple little spots you like, you can take us there. But once y'all tell us some more about the people with the plating and live. How your cousin over there? What is that shit is about? You know what I'm saying? What is that? Like, honestly, what is that about? I heard it's supposed to be like how much food they get or something. What is the deal with that, family? Anybody know? What's the deal with that? Can anybody go in on that while I try to find out what people want to know? So you in the audience, let us know what you want to know. Give us some stuff. And you want to go in on the hockey puck face, fam? Let us know what is the plate for. Anybody know? Jack?
Oh nah, man. I think it's just like a some type of traditional thing. Maybe they develop. I don't know, and I done heard different stories about them type of that type of stuff going on, man. I mean, it's not really. I don't want to really say, man, because it may be something that could be enforced. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know nothing about
So don't nobody know what the hockey puck face about. Now this is terrible. You know what I'm saying? This is actually this is actually very bad news. You know, because as much time as a lot of people spend exploring Africa, and as we supposed to be the Africans, we don't even know what the hell the hockey puck is for. So it looks pretty bad for the Africans when they cherry pick certain parts of Africa and glorify certain parts of Africa, and they just leave majority of Africa out. There's a whole Africa is super big. Start taking the people to some of those jungles there. I encourage you, start taking people to some of that land. Start taking people to some of those tribes. Start taking them, because we taking our people, we taking them all through America. All up and down America. We in and out America, Utah, Cairo, Illinois, and we all over this joint. We ain't nitpicking. So, can somebody tell us what the hockey puck for? Or the lip plate? I mean, like I say, I heard it depends on how much food they get. So if you got a big plate, then I guess you get like a bigger chicken bone. And if you got a small plate, then you get like a little bumblebee or some shit. They give you like a little snack. You know what I'm saying? A little bumblebee or a little, a mouse or some shit. I don't know. So out of all of some philosophers from Africa, all the Egyptologists and all this Egypt stuff and all this stuff, teach us. This is your time. Teach us about Africa, because obviously we know a whole lot about two places or one place, and we don't know enough about the actual real people in Africa. The hockey plates, the cannibals, the Ebola, the all the other great stuff and weird stuff, just like we got to. But teach us. So nobody in the audience want to go, so we're going to do one more, and we're going to try to keep this going, y'all. Maybe Sunday to Sundays or something like that, and we're going to try to have some more stuff. It was very intimidating, and now that I realize it's not really that hard to do, but it is, it is a little work, and I'm coming up with stuff. So we're going to do another one. What we're going to do silverware. Who invented silverware? So we're talking spoons, knives, forks, whatever you want to call it, silverware. You can even go with whatever you want to go. So we're going to do silverware next. So give us a couple seconds. We're going to gather our thoughts, and we'll be right back. And also, this game show has been brought to you by the Aboriginal woman, Sophia Stewart. The woman who wrote the book of The Matrix. She invented the movie The Matrix. She wrote the book. And what Hollywood did is they took her book and they stole her book and they made a movie out of it. And she sued them and she won. So that's Sophia Stewart, an Aboriginal woman who came up with the movie The Matrix. And she have another book that will be coming out soon. And this is some information from the brother Black Lotus, and she's also going to be coming on the show, and we're going to be having an interview with her pretty soon. Her name is Sophia Stewart. She's an Aboriginal woman, and so we got an interview coming up with her pretty soon. So let's go with the silverware. Okay. Here we go. Let's get it in, y'all. Let's go ahead. We're gonna do one more. Anybody in the audience, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my phone. Anybody in the audience want to give us something? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do one more, and then we're gonna try to we're gonna try to get into something a little more serious. So if you guys wanna know some inventions, put it in the chat room. But anybody want to go in on this one? I'm interested to know what's the deal on this one. So anybody want to go in on this one?
I didn't hear it. Going on what, bro?
Silverware. Silverware. We're talking silverware. Like eating utensils. What do you guys got on that?
I don't know about that one.
Okay.
I'm sure because silver comes from out here. Like Nevada's the silver state. So I can probably be sure that it came from the people that were out here that had the silver.
Okay, so he's making that claim. There's no math. There's no name. So we're just making that claim. Mr. Jaguar, sir, would you like some state some math and some names on silverware? I think we have a little delay. There might be.
What did they say?
I think there's a hurricane over there. Yeah, we just got word from the Pentagon that there's a hurricane in his area, and so he might have to evacuate. So are you okay, sir, Mr. Just yeah. Is everybody okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go with what they say. Let's go with what they say. Now, okay, Google, who invented silverware?
On the website Prezi.com, they say, knives were made in likeness to spears and then swords. A fork is also shaped in the form of a trident but curved at the joint of the handle to the points. Spoons were invented as early as 1000 BC.
Okay, so let me ask the right question then. Okay, Google, where was silverware invented?
On the website Prezi.com, they say, the forks are a recent invention of the 16th and 17th century. Knives were made in likeness to spears and then swords. A fork is also shaped in the form of a trident but curved at the joint of the handle to the points.
Okay, Google, what continent where silverware was invented?
My apologies. I don't understand.
So they don't know. They don't know. They just came up with some shit just like we do sometimes.
Well,
So-
you do know it comes after spears and tridents and things of that nature. So let's just go where spears and tridents come from.
Okay. So we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that because they don't know, and so yeah, we do admit sometimes we come up with some stuff, but there are some people out there to hold us accountable on our misinterpretations. So if we can make a huge claim and you can debunk the claim, then that's a good thing for you. But if you want to correct our spelling or you want to correct our grammar, then that makes you look dumb, fam. That makes you look like an idiot, fam. That makes you look like you're not even playing a game. I know these dudes are smart. They're not trying. That's what it is. Maybe they're not trying, man. What do you think? Maybe they're just not trying. Or what? I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna say where spears invented, right? Is that where we're gonna go with?
Yeah.
The oldest spears? Okay. Okay, Google. Where was the oldest spears found?
On the website irisharchaeology.ie, they say, the image on the right is of an amazing artifact that was found in Germany during the 1990s. Dating to approximately 300,000 BC, it shows the world's oldest wooden spear. It was discovered in a deep open cast mine at Schoningen, Germany during an archeological
Wait a
excavation carried
minute.
out by Dr.
Wait a
Martin
minute,
Fleck.
Google. What are you talking about?
That's what they say. That's what they say. If you want to challenge what they say,
300,000 years ago?
yeah, that's what they say. So if you want to challenge what they say, then you need to be able to ask a more direct question. Because remember, what they say is what they say, but it's also what you ask is very important. Now, I definitely want people to understand this. It's what you ask, depend on what answer you get. And so they said, we got to give it to the Africans on this one. We got one more we're going to do. We're going to give it to the African on this one. Anybody wanna rebuttal what they say? So I guess silverware. you're gonna have to thank the Africans for at this point. So with the hockey puck and all, you know, and whatever, you gotta thank them for this one, because what they say is what they say. So now we got one more. We're gonna do one more, okay? We're gonna do one more. Now, if I can get somebody to go in on this a little bit, give me some extra time, you know, what they say or whatever. You want to go ahead and go in for us? Oh shit! Come on. I'm sorry. I don't even think they was able to hear that. So, let me see. I'm sorry. Yeah, so we had the music still playing. I'm sorry about that, you guys. I'm doing a lot, and we're learning. So now the music is cut down. Hopefully you guys heard that segment. But you want to go in for a little bit on silverware real quick so I can go ahead and set the next one up. Now this one's going to be pretty easy. And yeah, this is going to be pretty easy. So.
Well, I kind of wanted to explain that 300,000-year-old spirit. Okay. That means that it was somebody that made the spirit 300,000 years ago in the region that's called Germany now. Well,
fam, you got some huge wind going on there.
These people were chocolate. So let's just get that straight. And we got to understand that, and we have to know our time periods and who was in these periods, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And so I don't know if half monkey ate people or were making spirits. Maybe they were. Maybe they want y'all to believe that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But we're going to have to see. Shout out to all the tribe, man. We definitely appreciate all the support, man. We're going to keep bringing dope information, man. I really enjoy the content, man. You know, even like 24-hour stuff, man. It's definitely dope. I think we should do that again. We're going to plan a little better, man, so we have a lot more programming, a lot of different types of programming and stuff like that, man. So we'll see how y'all like that. I think that's going to be dope. Yeah, man, shout out to the tribe, man. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, man. Yeah, I know how hard it is, man, to be a good daddy these days, man, you know. So shout out to all y'all, man. And, you know, a lot of times we definitely don't get the respect that we deserve, you know what I'm saying, as men, you know what I'm saying? So just keep pushing, man, and just understand you're a man first before you anything, you know what I'm saying? And always stand on that. Don't nothing define you other than yourself, you know what I'm saying? So not your job, nothing. You know what I'm saying? And even if you have a fucked up, you know, lineage, you can start a new group, you know what I mean? You can start a whole new thing, you know, like a piece of shit like the ancestors. That's the real shit, y'all. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I try to be the best father I can be every day, y'all. People who try. She father there in the building, the truth. Shout out to Jaguar Old Mix, shout out to Ty Davis, the cyborg in the building.
Ooga. So we got one more. We're gonna do one more. So the next one we're gonna do is we're gonna do rice. Who invented rice? Or where do rice come from? Or however you want to do it, we're gonna do rice. So we're gonna fade over to another little segment, and when we get back, we're gonna do rice. Let's go. Okay. We back. It's the last one. Last one, you guys. So the Africans got silverware. We got to get it to them because that's what they say so far. So anybody want to talk about this one? What do you think? You got rice now. rice is pretty widespread, pretty common. You got rice wine, rice patties. You even got, I think they even make some kind of plastic out of it or something. You got, different types of drinks, bubble teas, and they have this little jelly stuff. I forgot what it's called. It's called, I don't know. It's a little strips that they eat. The jelly strip things. Tastes like coconut or something like that. I don't know. That little stuff. I think there's like, don't rice like gunpowder or something, or gasoline or something. Ain't no telling. So anybody want to go in on rice a little bit? Who you want to get rice to, fam? Who you want to get rice to? Let's go to the chat room. Let's go to the chat room. Chat room. Okay, let's see who we got up in there. See who we got up in the chat room. Somebody say Asia. Somebody say Asia. Rice. Asiatic. Who want to get rice? Fam, you in the building?
Yo.
Oh yeah. So we doing rice, family. Who invented rice?
Yeah, man, rice. Whoever said Asia is correct, man. Asia and America, and also down in Brazil, is known to produce 73% of the world's production of rice.
Oh, that's a big claim. I need a name. I need some numbers. That's a big claim now. You say 70% of the world's rice.
Right.
That's a big claim, fam. I need a name or some numbers.
We got the name of this book is, well, one of the sources is Kingdoms of Gold, Kingdoms of Jade, The Americas Before Columbus, New York, Thames and Hudson Incorporation by Brian M. Fagan. And then we got another one, Seed to Civilization, The Story of Food, Cambridge, Harvard University Press, 1990. Also, America's First Cuisines by Sophie Cole, University of Texas Press. So.
Those are some huge claims, and those are the names. We ain't got the math on that yet. This is a little bit of an odd, little weird, little question. But, I mean, so who you going to get that to? Because you say you're going to give it to Africa or Asia. Because there's no Asia in this one. So anything over there is Africa.
What's wrong with Americas? Because they didn't mention anything about Africa producing that amount of rice.
No, but anything over there is going with Africa. So if it's Asia, we're giving it to the Africans. If it's Europe, we're giving it to the Africans. So
yeah, that's why I say so. I mean, it depends on how you want to look at it. We got, they saying North America and Brazil, and then they just saying over there is just in Asia. But it's saying all together it makes up 73%. So it's not giving necessarily each production from what I've came across so far. Maybe somebody need to look up the actual rice production in Asia compared to America, so we can find that out. Maybe somebody need to Google that.
Okay, so what we're gonna do with this one, you guys, we're gonna go with what they say. Let's see what they say. Y'all ready for that one? And we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. So, okay, Google, who invented rice?
On the website sunrise.com.au, they say, the grain originated thousands of years ago in Asia, in a broad arc stretching from eastern India through to Burma, Thailand, Laos, northern Vietnam and southern China. The domestication of rice is considered one of the most important developments in human history.
So, we gotta go with Africa on that one, even though it hadn't shit to do with Africa. But on this game show, there is no Asia and there is no Europe. It's only North America and Africa. So we have to give that to the Africans. So definitely somebody said Uncle Ben. Jambalaya, Louisiana. Yeah. So that's gonna wrap up the show, you guys. Man, we're trying to have some fun and at the same time trying to get this knowledge out. And those of you who are opposed to information, please give us some math and give us some names, okay? Because if you want to give us some wordplay, if you're a scholar and you're scholarship in wordplay, that's, man, come on, man. We're gonna play tic-tac-toe and hangman. What's the deal? You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all want to play. Y'all niggas want to play tic-tac-toe and hangman? Or what's the deal? Or we gonna get some real stuff? So these guys are making some huge claims. So for a scholar, this should be easy pickings. But if you're gonna go after a name or some wordplay, that's a shame, family. Out of 100 years, that's all y'all got? 100 years, these people been here. Do y'all understand this philosophy, all this ancient Africa, all this stuff, and all the pedophile cult shit, and all the bullshit? They been here. And they pulling out some wordplay, y'all. Y'all ain't getting it. Y'all ain't getting it. Master teachers. To your master teachers. I understand you have a master teacher and you have to fulfill your job. A lot of these guys, they have to fulfill their job. They have to shut this down because the master teacher has to go with what the master teacher say to the lower master teacher and to the master teacher of the talent. Okay? Master teacher, if I can get you for a second, please get a new group of guys. These guys, this is pathetic. Wordplay, this is pathetic. Can you please give us a new group of guys, or at least, you know, do something? This is getting boring. Wordplay. It's not okay. Look it. Check this out. We got 40+ million people here, right? And a lot of these people trying to figure out who they are, where they come from. Now, I understand we cannot use some DNA to tell people where they come from. Okay, now it's another thing. It's cute, it's fun. DNA is cute, it's fun. It's something to talk to your kids about. Oh, you know, we come from a little tribe in Africa that's called the Hooptin Boopting tribe, who put plates in their lips and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's cool and that's cute. But to sit here and take 40+ million people and tell them that they come from Africa due to some DNA test, that's not gonna cut it. Now it's cool for a lunchroom, or for an auditorium, or for some shit to talk about in prison. It's cool, okay? But for 40 million+ people to go off what they say, it ain't gonna cut it today. Psst. Anybody wanna say something before we get out of here? Or y'all wanna just go ahead?
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, just, man, we just capped it up, man. It's for some interesting topics for people to try to figure out. Okay, man, you know, a lot of the agriculture game, man, will tell you a lot anyway. And at the end of the day, you follow the agriculture, you follow the like you say, the musical instruments and stuff like that, man. You gonna see where it all derived from. So, you know, especially like even grits, man. Grits was pre-contact, man. You know, it's just stuff that they can't even account for, because it's like, man, these people, they probably been doing this for who knows how long, millions and millions of years, man. You know what I'm saying? Who knows, man? We got too many grandparents to be counting for some simple stuff, for people to telling us that a DNA test that can only pull 2 of those grandparents together to give you some type of landmark for your heritage, or for who you are. That's crazy, man. Out of all those grandparents and all the people that done created you up to this day, you telling me it can only pull from 2 of those people and determine who you are, when you know clearly who you are and where your land is, your spirit, your heart, what you relate to, your family tell you, all that is just plain common sense, man. I'm not gonna let nobody ever try to tell me something that I couldn't prove myself, man. I still can't find no African genealogy in my blood, but I'm not trying to say that goes for everybody. But I know everybody that do have it, they know they know their real names, man. They know they either Igbo, Shanti, or Wolof, they know they know they tried, man. They ain't just talking about they just some Africans. So, you know, they can cut it all out, man.
Bootleg.
And if you can't find out who you are, then you know you more than likely are from here. Even Spanish people who are still dark skinned to this day know that they Spanish. Even Irish people still know that they Irish. All that, man. These people know who they is, man. They'll tell you. But if you can't find out and you one of us, then you know who you is, man.
Right.
You right here, an inhabitant of the land. They wiped your history away, point blank, period. But now we finding it back. Let's get it.
So this has been brought to you by the Aboriginal woman, Sophia Stewart, the woman who wrote the book of The Matrix. And they took her book and they made a movie out of it. She sued them and she won. And also she will be having some more books, and we need to make sure we value her while she's here and not let her, you know, go on somewhere. Then all of a sudden we got a holiday when she's been gone for 30 years. So she is a living ancestor, and so we dedicate this show to her.
Day and night, I toss and turn, I keep stressing my mind. I look for peace, but see I don't attain what I need for keeps this silly game we play. Now look at this, madness, the magnet keeps attracting me. I try to run, but see I'm not that fast. I think I'm first, but surely finish last. Cause day and night, the lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone through the day and night. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night, day and night. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone, some things will never change. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night, hold the phone. The lonely Mr. Solo Dolo, he's on the move, can't seem to shake the shade. Within his dreams he sees the life he made. The pain is deep, a silent sleeper, you won't hear a peep. The girl he wants don't seem to want him to. It seems the feelings that she had her through. Cause day and night, the lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone through the day and night. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night, day and night. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone, some things will never change. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night, slow-mo, when the tempo slows up and creates that new. He seems alive though he is feeling blue. The sun is shining, man, he's super cool. The lonely nights, they fade away, he slips into his white Nikes. He smokes and then he's on the way to free his mind and searcher, to free his mind and searcher, to free his mind and searcher. Day and night, the lonely loner seems to free his mind and